Good morning and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. This morning I'd like to analyze the market a bit, see what happened yesterday, take a look at my watch list, my stocks, my stock singles, look at my minor trades for yesterday, and my buys. I think it's one, two, or three stocks that I bought. But most of all, I'd like to tell you the reason why I like to do swing trading is that it's not as stressful, and you can take some time off and enjoy yourself. And that's what I did yesterday afternoon. I went for a medium-size bike ride with my wife. It was good exercise, and I went further than I thought I could go. I'm just starting out after not riding the bicycle for about 20 years. Maybe I'll take up skiing again. I miss it. I stopped it a few years ago when my knees started hurting. Oh, okay, you didn't come here to hear me about my complaints about my health. So let's get started on the trading. I have a discord chat, and out there I put out my trades in my watch list. This is the latest cut, and we're going to look at Caterpillar. Stochastic's RSI up according to this sheet. Now we'll take a look at it. I've looked at others, and I'll show you those in a minute. But I wanted to discuss the topic of prediction. This is a report that gives me the signals for various different indicators that I know in the past have shown that give me a probability that it might go in that direction. But there's no guarantee. Nobody can predict, and they can't predict the future with a bunch of indicators either. Just perhaps maybe a high probability of success based on your past backtesting and past history. This is TradingView, and it's free. And this is the Zigzag Indicator. And let's get up Caterpillar. There we go. A Zigzag Indicator is a perfect indicator. It looks to the future, though, to get perfect. So it gets data. So it might make the decision that was the peak down around here. Likewise, it made a decision that this was the downtrend, even though this got down this low. This is your minors, zigs, and you can trade both ways. I trade on both, and here's a minor one here, and a major one there. This is stochastics, RSI, and when it goes below the 20 and comes back around, that's when you can take it. So there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, and I don't know, maybe one here. That's the one we're getting. And then there's one there, coming back around, there's one there, and here's one here. So that got that one, and that got that, and if you would have traded that would have been a nice swing. There's one there, maybe a little, but then now you lost it. Now you could have rode that one pretty good, and that one seems to be good too. You have the downward here, you have a downward here, and a downward there. So looking at that, and based on the fact that, you had maybe two losers here and about 4, 5, 6 winners, is your RSI, stochastic RSI, a good indicator for that? Do you trust that signal? And we have a buy here now, and the 50% retracement of that swing there would be about here. So if you're buying it at 237 and selling it at 242, that's a $5 pop. So that's how I do my analysis. Is I take the signals from the single sheet and then look to see if the indicator is reliable, which I already know. So I don't have to do this every single time. I just know that those signals tend to be good, and make a decision whether I want to trust it and go with it, or whether earnings is happening, or what the stock market this morning is doing. I make a decision on whether to go long. What the stock market is doing this morning, we'll take a look at that in a minute, but I think it's holding and looking green. So I think it is an opportunity to buy Caterpillar and go green. But am I predicting Caterpillar to go up? How can I? With a bunch of lines, with a bunch of indicators, or with a bunch of dots? I can't. Nobody can predict where that thing is going today. But based on my indicators, and if I was betting based on the fact that most of these signals were true for a little while, I would take a bet. I would take a bet based on the indicator, based on the probability that it would be right for a little while. That's all you can do. You can't, nobody can predict the market or where it's going or how far it's going. Nobody. Yet it's the job of a swing trader to pick these swings and the minor ones. Are you doing a good job picking your swings? What indicators are you using? Well, let's get started with the morning market. See if we can find a trade. This is one possibility. One thing I like to do each morning is see where we've been. And yesterday, everything looked good, and then it had a little bit of sell-off. Mixed market here. The big boys seem to held up okay. The Google, Amazon, Microsoft, Apple. The financials, which I'm predicting to have a good week, didn't do so well. And I looked at some of my pharmaceutical stocks, and they didn't do so well either. But what really happened, I think, yesterday about mid-morning, the housing numbers came in, and they weren't as robust. There's some slow up, which caused the market to start rethinking the situation. And, I think there's still inflation concerns. I mean, the prices are going up, but everybody's telling us no inflation, not to worry about it. But I think people are worried about it. And I think they're worried about these prices going up. Oil prices, wood prices. I think people are worried. But the market looks good this morning. Futures edge higher. Looks like they are. The Dow and the S&P are both up. There's still some earnings reporting today. Central bank insurances. People are saying we're still rebounding. Well, let's see what TradingView has to say. Nice thing about TradingView, besides the fact that it's free, and most of the capabilities are free, you just limit the a few numbers. And the paid version is very cheap. You can have different watch lists out there. This is a watch list that I use if I was using Forex or day trading some of the indexes, which I haven't been. And we're looking at all green here. There's the Nasdaq. I've looked at some news this morning, and Nasdaq is coming back, and there's some analysts feel that it's going to reach its past high. It's clawing back. There's your rut. I see there's some bobble there. The Dow and the S&P. And again, this is the reason why I like the zigzag. If you could have started there and found an indicator, which is there's the MACD did it, or found it right here. There's the MACD below the zero line, and it did it. And this is the MACD above the zero line, and it didn't do it. Okay, that would have been a short, and it didn't come down, and you wouldn't have took that one. That would have actually been a winner, but you don't take. I always take the MACD where the dots are. I go short where the dots are above, deep above, and go long when they're deep below. So the MACD would have worked 2 times and not 1. What's that, 60%? 60% is a winning system. TradingView, free. Investing.com, free. FinBiz, free. Discord chat, Stock Planner, free. Here's my list. At the end of the day, do your own due diligence. About 1 or 1:30, I produced a list. And this was the list at 1 or 1:30 yesterday afternoon. And I had a position in FBRX and got out as a major winner. There's John Deere. It fits in the category of Caterpillar. And it looks like a buy to me. All 3 indicators for me. MACD, stochastics, and the RSI all seem to be pointing in the right direction. After earnings, Zigzag doesn't know what it's doing here, and that's when I like it, when it doesn't know what it's doing. That means that there's a reversal might be in store. I take a chance on it. 50% retracement, just like in Caterpillar. There's some room to go. DE Caterpillar. Buy. Looks good to me. BJ. Nice swings. Look at that. Then you had a gap, and it's dropping like a rock. Is this a falling knife? Is the gap going to fill? There's your 50% retracement. Will that fill? 50% of this is this. The MACD hasn't come around, so we're waiting for that. But you do have a stochastics, and the RSI looks good. So is it coming down to support and bouncing off support? A lot of people will say that. And please leave me your comments in below to see if it's what you think. Will it come down? And I think some of my viewers and subscribers will say hey, I'm going to wait for the bounce. But I didn't. And I took positions in these two yesterday. If you have a small account trading around $1,000, it'll be three shares, 23 shares of BJ. I have been experimenting with some mean reversion programming, and my program indicated that, based on a back test, that BCO, Dollar General, IWM, and AT&T were indicating a buy. And I want to look at those four this morning to see if they look like they're going to revert to the mean, or I just want to take a look. Now, I already have a position in T, and it's causing some concern because I don't know if it's going to drop because the AT&T has dropped its dividends. But I'm still holding. Yesterday was a little bit in profit. Today, after yesterday, it's showing a little loss. Let's look at these four. Here's AT&T. AT&T was a dividend queen, paid the best dividend around. Now it looks like it's going to cut. Still a good dividend, about 3%, but people don't like that. I thought it was going to mean reverse. It was showing some profit here based on but it dropped, and now I'm in a small loss. Now, will it go back up and fill that gap? That's what I was betting on. Is it still a mean reversion play here? Let's see. MAC looks like it's going to cross over anytime. There'll be a dot there soon. Stochastic RSI looks like it's going up, and the RSI pointing down, but it's definitely oversold, so I don't know. So I think T is still a mean reversion play. Our basic indicators are still set. I think it's still a play. Are you too late? I don't think so. Make your own decisions. Dollar General earnings. I don't like that. Stochastic RSI, and the RSI says go, and the MACD a while back said go, but it would have been wrong. It would have definitely been wrong. For me, I'm playing scaredy cat. Zigzag doesn't know what it's doing there, and it's still bouncing around. It still doesn't. It's not going to decide. It's because it's always right until something shows either down here or up here. So this is going to be like this for quite some time until it shows some direction. And right now, it's back where it used to be, at support. Will it bounce off support? Stochastic RSI says it will. RSI is definitely below the 30. It's not coming back around, though. This is extremely long candle. I do think this is a mean reversion play. You might be a day early. BCO for a buy. This next one, an ETF for the rut. A lot of people play this. My algorithm that I programmed says it's a buy there. RSI is pointing down. Stochastic's pointing down. The MACD is below the zero line. That's not good either. You wouldn't take a short. You might take a long, but it's already got a long here. That wouldn't have been that hot either. I'm not playing it. So that's basically what I have for you today. I closed out one. These are my closed trades from 1st of May. And I closed out Disney just recently on yesterday for a $31 profit. Well, in summary, I believe I'm going to make some trades today. I think the market's going to be mixed. I'm still in cash a lot. I have desk work all day, so I'll be watching the market. I wish you luck in trading. I hope you can predict the swings of the market. But in the end, realize that no one can predict them. And all you can do is get good at guessing and having a very good win rate. And if you use a very good risk-reward ratio of 5-2 or 2-1, or even with a 50% guess rate, you'll have a winning system. Happy trading. Please like and subscribe this video and others. Help me reach more users and help more people, because I believe that swing trading can be done by young and old and very safely and with lots of less stress, so that you still can have a job. You can still go for a bike ride. Catch you on the flip.